Now in this session, we'll study some of the remedial measures to correct for heteroscedasticity problem. The first one is to respecify the model, and what we do is we choose different specification. For example, you can try the log linear form or any other forms that we have covered in a different unit, um, in a different set of videos of functional forms. So you can try different forms and see different functional forms and see if the heteroscedasticity reduces. If not, then you can estimate the model by weighted least square technique. And within weighted least square technique, in the following slides, as we'll see, there are two cases we'll study. One is when the true variance is known, the other one is when true variance is not known. So let us first start with this one, when true variance is known. So let's say the true variance is known to us, and when I say true variance over here, I'm using a notation which looks like sigma I square, which means that the variance is changing. Okay, the variance is changing, the variance is no more constant. Okay, so now in such a case, when true variance, that is sigma I square, is known to us, what we do is we divide both the sides by sigma I. Okay, and so we basically transform the entire linear regression model to something like this, and let us call this as vi. Okay, let's call this error term as vi, and now this new error term vi is homoscedastic. How? Okay, so let us let's find the variance of this error term. So expectation of vi square. So if I do this, I'll get. Okay, before I can proceed with this result, let me also write something very important. I would say one very important preliminary step here, that this sigma I square can be written as expectation of ui square is equal to this thing. So this is the result that we have also seen in the uh, initial chapters. So yeah, so now we are given vi, the value of vi is given to us as is expressed as ui over sigma I square. So let me take square here. This becomes expectation of ui square over sigma I square. Now remember that expectation of ui square is equal to sigma I square. This becomes sigma I square over sigma I square, and sigma I square will cancel out. We'll get 1 in the end. Okay. So we can now see the variance of this error term is constant. Uh, the error term is now, the new error term, which is vi, is now homoscedastic, and we can obtain these parameters by OLS only. So these set of parameters now, B1, the estimator of B1 and B2, they're known as the weighted least square estimators. Now this is the case when the true variance is known to us. Okay, what if the true variance sigma I square is not known to us, but it is given to us that the expectation of ui square, which is basically the variance of the error term, the disturbance term, is basically a function of xi. Okay, so the expectation of ui square is equal to sigma times xi square. So just a few minutes back there was a I here, it's no more there. It was a typo. I have just corrected it. Now the error variance basically is proportional to x. Okay, so what do we do now? We basically transform the linear regression model by dividing both sides by under root of xi. uh, so this is what we do. We divide both sides by under root of xi. The original model looked something like this: b1 plus b2 xi plus ui. So we basically divide both the sides. We divide both the sides by under root of xi, and this is what we get as a transformed regressions. And we can estimate this model by OLS. Again, we can verify that the error term here is homoscedastic. So let us try that. So what I want to find is expectation of vi square, and my vi is defined as ui over under root of xi. Okay, square, and there's expectation sign here as well, operator as well. So when I do that, I'll get ui square over x. So this becomes expectation of ui square, uh, and remember x is stochastic, so This will come, I mean, not, it's basically non-stochastic. That is, it is a fixed. This is x is non-stochastic, and expectation of ui square is basically sigma square xi. So if you notice, the xi's get cancelled and we get a constant variance for this vi term. There's one more case under this under the case where true variance is not known to us, but this much information is given to us, and it's basically that the expectation of ui square is equal to sigma square times xi square. That is, error variance is proportional to xi square this time. So in such a case, what we do is we transform the model by dividing both sides of the regression equation by xi, and everything else, I mean, everything remains the same. So let me also write the original model here. So yi is equal to b1 plus b2 xi plus ui. Okay, so once again we can verify that this vi, the variance of vi is, error term is constant, or it's homoscedastic. Let me quickly do that and then we can close the session. So this becomes ui square over xi square. So sigma square xi square over xi square, this gets cancelled. Okay, I think I missed a step there. Just one moment. This when we say, as I said, xi square is non-stochastic. So this will come as it is. Expectation of ui square is sigma square times xi square. So this remains as sigma square, which is a constant here. Okay,